Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Yo, on LCameraTV, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with y'all. Cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, just want to give you a little update on obviously the Panthers. You see my Panthers jersey on. Little, nothing too special happened, but this is definitely something that we should talk about because some monumental people left our franchise and some new people got something from those people. So definitely want to talk about that, so let's get started. So the new free agents just got their numbers, and Torrey Smith got Brenton Bersin's number 11. Jarius Wright got Kelvin Benjamin's number 13. And the biggest one is Dontari Poe got Charles Johnson's old number 95. Now, Torrey Smith getting Brenton Bersin's number, I am so happy about. I don't like Brenton Bersin should never get that number back. His number should be 0 or something because he should never be back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy about that. The Kelvin Benjamin one, I'm not too bothered by that either. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like I like Kelvin, but he hasn't done enough for us to like revere his number like that. But the Charles Johnson one, on the other hand, I feel like that's a little too soon. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a little too soon. Charles Johnson is a legend in our franchise. He's been with our team for a while. He's been dominant for a while. I do not think we should have gave away his number so quickly. I mean, obviously, yeah, I like Dontari Poe, but we definitely shouldn't have gave out Charles Johnson's number so quickly, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that just shouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? There's a few people's number, you shouldn't give out. Steve Smith's, like, you know what I'm saying, that shouldn't be given out. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Gross, give it some time, whatever. Because Jordan Gross is a legend, man. Obviously Julius Peppers and Ryan Khalil. These are guys. Luke Kinkley, Greg Olson, Thomas Davis. These are the guys that are like, monumental. Sam Mills. You know what I'm saying? We got like some monumental people in our franchise, man. These people that put in time, put in effort, blood, sweat, and tears, gave everything to our franchise. So for me, like, their numbers matter, man. Their numbers matter a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely don't like that Charles Johnson's number has given up so quickly. I mean, he just got cut, like, a few months ago. So that kind of bothered me. I wish they never did that, but it is what it is. I mean, Dontari Poe should have got started with Tudelay's number. You know what I'm saying? Because Star didn't really he's been on the team for a few years. He wasn't a staple in our franchise, but Charles Johnson's number, I think that's way too soon. But again, Brenton Bersin's number, give it away. Please give it away. You know what I'm saying? Torrey Smith, thank you very much for taking Brenton Bersin's number because, man, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? I hope we never have to employ Brenton Bersin again because we always get into a situation where we get like a lot of injuries on our receiving core and then he finds a way back in, back in the rotation. Hopefully we get enough receivers where he won't. So we'll see, man. But that's how I feel about that. In other news, the Panthers took interest in one of the D linemen the Bucks cut, you know what I'm saying, which is Robert Ayers. They're taking interest in him. He might be a free agent target, whatever, for us to get. But we have some competition, man. The Saints and the Falcons are also interested. So, it's kind of crazy that all three of the teams in our division are interested in Robert Ayers. But, it is what it is. I think he's a pretty good player. If anything, a rotational player. But I am not for this. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, do I think he'll be a core addition? Sure, whatever. But I feel like we are grossly neglecting the safety position. I understand the safety position is a slow market currently, but like, no, we gotta do something with our secondary, man. Like, I feel like, and yeah, of course, free agency only been going for 8 days now. But for real, man, like, we got corners we need, we got safeties we need, and obviously I don't think Ladarius Gunter is gonna get it done. I feel like we've been very stagnant as far as the cornerback market. We need to be better at that, and we definitely need to be better at the safety market. You feel me? Because like, we need these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is our weak point on our defense. Like, I don't get what our mindset is to keep on stacking the D-line and stacking the linebacker room and stacking and when our biggest Achilles heel is our secondary. It's been our secondary for years, man. Like, you know, like, please go for secondary help. Like, you know what I'm saying? Robert Ayers is cool. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, sure. Would he be a good addition? He probably will. You know what I'm saying? But our D-line is good enough for now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got Deshaun Hall. We got Wes Horton. We got all these people. You know what I'm saying? Now, and what we're going to do all these people? Because we got a crap load of, you know, DNs. You know what I'm saying? And maybe a lot of them aren't great. But if we're going to bring somebody, at least get Cooney Ely back, you know? Cooney Ely wasn't a great DN for us. He was not, you know what I'm saying? But I think because he's been bounced to the Patriots and then bounced to the Jets and that none of them worked out, I think we could get him for a cheap deal and maybe he'll feel more revitalized being back in Carolina. That's how I feel. So maybe, you know, Cooney Ely will be a target, you know what I'm saying, or something. But I don't want us to spend any more resources really on DNs, you know, or linebackers because those are our strong points. Why are we going to keep on spending money on our strong points and not bolster our weakest point, which is our secondary? You know what I'm saying? So far, we got Colin Jones starting at free safety, and Mike Adams, 37 years old, starting at strong safety, and Kevon Seymour starting at, you know what I'm saying, the left cornerback position, or second cornerback position, whatever you want to call it. That is horrible, man. They're going to throw all over us, bro. Please get a safety, man. Get a safety, man. Please. Man, and again, you know, I might make a shirt out of it or something, a freaking poster or something. I want to Reed backfield, man. Eric Reed has been getting no attention so far. He is a dominant safety. He could play strong safety for us. Please, man, please get Eric Reed. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kenny Vaccaro, he's cool. Trey Boston, which I know somebody in the comment section was like, what about Trey Boston? Here's my thing about Trey Boston. I like Trey Boston. I like Trey a lot. He was cool, you know what I'm saying? He went to the Chargers, he had a good season. But for me, like, I think Justin Reed has a higher ceiling than Trey Boston does. And I like Trey Boston. I think he's a good player. But I'm more inclined to go with the person with the higher ceiling just because, like, Trey Boston, I think this is the best he's gonna get. You know, I think he's maxed out. I think he's capped out. I think Justin Reed could be a really good safety for us. Now, mind you, you know what I'm saying, anything can happen. I don't know, you know, obviously he played really well in Stanford, but you know, when you go to the league, it could be a whole different ballgame. But I think I would rather Justin Reed. I like Trey Boston, but I'd rather Justin Reed. You know what I'm saying? Trey Boston, we had him. He didn't do great in our system. And I don't know what the difference between our system is and the Chargers system. But he did all right, but he wasn't. Obviously, they let him go for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I'd rather Justin Reed over Trey Boston. For those of you who asked in the comment section, that's how I feel about that. And finally, the Panthers brass went and seen Johnny Manziel throw at a pro day or something like that. And I'm just wondering why. Listen, man. All right? Please, Panthers, do not waste your time with Johnny Manziel's pro day throwing. Do not waste your time with this kid. This kid does not know up from down, man. This kid, I don't think he's ever going to get it right. Now, mind you, you know, now he's a few years away from football. He feels like, you know, he got it together and he wants to be a football player anymore. I don't want nobody like that around my team. Our culture is great. Like, I truly believe we have one of the best cultures in the league. Everybody that leaves our team says it. Like, literally everybody who leaves our team, like, man, the Carolina culture, man, you know, it's like a family, man. It's like this, it's like that. Like Jared Allen. When Jared Allen left, Jared Allen was like, man, that relationship with everybody in there is beautiful, man. I love it. Everybody, the culture in there is so great. Everybody's friends, everybody's cool. Everybody, you know, rock with each other. Johnny Manziel is like a cancer to that culture. That's what he is. The kid does not care about football. And, you know what I'm saying, and he can say otherwise, obviously, but actions speak way louder than words. And his actions got him outside of the football league. His actions got him not, you know, his drinking and his partying and him spending money and doing this craziness is the reason why he's not in the NFL now. Listen, man, we gotta call a spade a spade. Now, there's a lot of people who, you know, there's some people who made mistakes and seem like they righted their stuff. You know, obviously you got Chris Carter, who was doing his thing, and you know, Josh Gordon, like he's finally on track, but those are big risks, man. Those are big risks. And Johnny Manziel, and here's the thing, the Chris Carter and the Josh Gordon thing, they were exceptional at what they did. So I feel like those risks you can take. Chris Carter was a great receiver. Josh Gordon is a pretty good receiver. When he was high, whatever, he was still getting like 200-yard games and stuff like that. He was a very good receiver. Johnny Manziel was not a very good quarterback. He wasn't. When he was on the Browns, he was horrible. I remember when Luke Kuechly hit him and he got bounced out of the game, you know what I'm saying, and like basically didn't come back for the rest of the season or something like that, whatever. I remember that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when we played them and we wreaked havoc on the kid. He was not a good quarterback. And I don't want him as my backup. I don't want you even looking at this kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to me. It is crazy to me that we even wasted our time going to see this man's pro day. Because the kid is not a good quarterback. Look, I would rather Joe Webb. Get Joe Webb back as our backup than Johnny Manziel. Because, you know, at least Joe Webb is not the greatest quarterback. But at least I know he's going to be dedicated. He's a special teams guy also. And he's going to be there, man. He's not going to ruin the culture. He knows what the culture's like. He's all for it, you know. So if you're looking at a backup quarterback, Johnny Manziel should not even be on your radar. There's no reason to even go to his pro day. He should not be on our team or anywhere near our team. So please, Panthers, please, Marty Hurney, don't be stupid, okay? Do not sign Johnny Manziel. Don't go to his pro days. Stay completely away from this guy because the guy is horrible. Thank you, Panther Nation, for letting me vent, because this Johnny Manziel thing is a waste of time. We could have been out, you know, looking at Justin Reed or, you know, some, you know, Courtney Sutton or something. We could have been out doing something, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Scheduling visits, beating free agents like EJ Gaines or, you know, Eric Reed or, you know, I don't know, something. But don't waste your time with Johnny Manziel, please. Thank you. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share some show cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, get in the comment section, how do you feel about Charles Johnson's number getting replaced by Dontari Poe, or Dontari Poe wearing Charles Johnson's number? How do you feel about Brenton Bersin's number getting taken by Torrey Smith? Because I'm happy about it. And how do you feel about, you know, obviously the Johnny Manziel Pro Day thing, which I don't know why they even wasting any time. And us targeting Robert Ayers. Get in the comment section. Let me know. I want to hear your guys' opinion. The main one I want to hear, though, really, is the Charles Johnson one, man. Because I feel like that was kind of too soon. You know, he's a legend, man. Don't do it. We can't do our legends like that, man. He definitely put in work. He loves Carolina. I mean, he even took a smaller deal, you know, like a few years back, like maybe like a year ago. You know what I'm saying? When he could have went to the Giants, he came back to the Panthers, took a lesser deal because he loved playing there, man. So don't do our legends like that, man. But that's all I got to say, man. I'll see y'all next time.